Good morning and warm welcome to all our viewers. It's a super Sunday, 4 games back to back, and it promises to be an action packed day of cricket where we're all set for match number 4 of Abu Dhabi Capital Cup 2025. Starting off with today's first game, it's going to be CSS taking on Volcano Sports Academy in a high octane game. Expected to have plenty of chills and thrills. Well, just a short while ago, I was there with the two captains and the match referee for the flip of the coin. It's a beautiful and sunny morning here in the Tolerance Oval Abu Dhabi, where we're all set for match number 4 of Abu Dhabi Capital Cup 2025, expecting to have another cracker of a contest as CSS are taking on Volcano Sports Academy. Time now to introduce you to the men who matter in the middle. On my left is Albin Alias, the captain of CSS. On his left is Shakib Ahmed, the captain of Volcano Sports Academy. And on the extreme left is our ever-shining match referee, Mr. Javi Botha. Albin, you've got the coin. Please give it a spin. Heads is the call.
It's heads.
Congratulations, Shakib, winning the toss. What's the plan?
We are going to bowl first today. Looks good wicket. I think early morning situation as well. Maybe it swung the ball like last night.
Well, it wasn't the best of starts yesterday, but I'm sure you must have taken a lot of positives out of the game and you would want to implement in this one.
Yeah, I think we bowled reasonably well yesterday. I think it was the batting which let us down. So we will try and improve our mistakes.
Changes to playing 11?
No, the same team.
Best of luck. Give us a good game. Alvin, unfortunately, lost the toss. Are you happy to bat first?
Yeah, we are happy to bat first. I think the wicket will remain the same throughout the innings. We are happy to bat first.
And how much do you think you would want to post now that you're batting first?
Again, like what I said yesterday, we have to analyze the wicket first. How is it doing? It's we are playing under the sun. So during the match, we will fix an ideal target.
Changes to playing 11?
One change, Sagar misses and Usair is back.
Best of luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news, and the confirmation from the centre is that Volcano Sports Academy, they won the toss and they've decided to bowl first. Well, I believe that is a very good toss to win early morning game. It's 8:30 a.m. local time here in Abu Dhabi Tolerance Oval, and the captain Shakib Ahmed winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. And I think that's a wise move. Now let's have a quick look at the playing 11 of Team CSS. Starting off with Abhiram Ritik, Ranjit Mani. He's having a great run in this season so far. Albin Alias will be leading the side. Usair Man, good to see him making a comeback in this team. Mr. Raj MP was brilliant in the last game. Rajat Ganesh. Danish Sarhadi, the player of the game in the last game. Sanchit Sharma. Nipun Babu, the left arm spinner. Farzeen Ahmed and Mohammad Omar. So quite a formidable, balanced looking side of CSS. Of course, winning their first encounter and already registered 2 points. And talking about Volcano Sports Academy, another very talented looking side, quite balanced, but just not the best of starts in the first opening game. The two openers, Izaz Ali and Shehan Dilshan, followed by Kaleem Ullah, Mohammad Zaman, Shakib Ahmed, the captain Ghulam Murtaza. Couldn't really get going in the opening game yesterday. Mohammad Irshad, Saifullah Noor, the left arm speedster, had a good time with the bat. The first innings in yesterday's game, Mohammad Zubair Khan. That's how things stand so far. And day 3, if we talk about Group A, Altrad Nas registering 2 points and winning their game against Abu Dhabi Smashers. And that was a close finish. And then if we talk about Group B, 7 districts, what a thumping victory. CSS, of course, also registering their first victory against Karwan. That was a big win, and that too they won by a big margin of 73 runs. And Volcano Sports Academy, they have got some catching up work. If they go on to lose this game, their journey will be pretty much done and dusted. So it's a must-win game for them. And CSS, what they would want to ensure they just win this game, and they will surely cement their spot for the next round. Right then, this is going to be a fascinating day of cricket. It's a super Sunday. We've got 4 games back-to-back lined up, and I promise it is going to be an exciting day of cricket. And all focus now on this very game. Saifullah Noor, no surprises, will be given the new ball duties. And I think he will really enjoy bowling at this time of the day. Early morning start, there was some moisture, and you do expect the ball to swing early on, at least for the first 4 to 5 overs. And this is where I think they must have done their homework and would always want to pick up early wickets, set the tone early on, just put CSS at the back foot, because we know that CS is there on a run in this tournament already, beating the mighty Karwan CC in their opening game, and that too by a big margin, mind you. So the first game is about to begin. The 4 games today, if we talk about, the next one is going to be ALS Superstars versus Abu Dhabi Smashers, followed by Ultrad Yas versus Lexington Shotguns. We're going to see them for the first time in this tournament. And then the last one, it is a blockbuster. It's a mega event. The 7 districts will take on Karwan CC. And I'm pretty much optimistic there will be a lot of supporters coming in and watching this game live here in the Tolerance Oval, Abu Dhabi. Right, and that's the field setup so far. So they've got a deep square leg in position alongside a third man. Quite an orthodox field for Saifullah Noor, who's pretty tall in stature, uses his height to his full potential, comes in and really bangs the ball into those right lengths, and also has the tendency to really move the ball, bring the ball in towards the right hand. That's what lefties do. I was talking about the left-arm fast bowlers when 7 districts were playing their opening game yesterday. We were talking about Awais Ahmed, one of the premier bowlers of 7 districts. He has the knack of bringing the ball in, but brings it so late. That is what makes that man, Awais Ahmed, very special. Right then, the umpire on your screen. They're all set. We're all set. And I'm sure all the viewers around the world are all set for this intriguing contest between 2 very talented sides. Lot at stake for CSS, or beg your pardon, for Volcano Sports Academy. CSS, they are riding high on confidence after winning their opening game. Here we go. Saifullah to bowl his first delivery this morning. Oh, straight away. The ball coming in towards the right-hander, and it has been called as a no ball, so he's overstepped in the very first delivery. Needs to mark his run-up again, Saifullah Noor. Yeah, you could see Abhiram Ritwik straight away after that ball was delivered, and when he was beaten, he wasn't very happy with the side screen, and immediately he got into the act and straight away just indicated that there's something wrong with the side screen, and now an adjustment is being made. Good to see that they have a slip in place. We saw in the previous games, most of the fast bowlers, they were not provided a slip. That was one debate which I was getting into every time. Trying to go for a big shot. It wasn't there to be hit, not all that short. But Abhiram Ritwik make his intentions pretty clear. Well, if you talk about the climate, it's quite hot. It is humid. It's a humid morning, and hardly is there any breeze out there. So it is going to be testing the temperament and the fitness levels of these cricketers are there. Oh, cut him in half. Very close to the off stump. It has beaten everyone, the batter, the keeper. Saifullah Noor is off to a good start, ensuring he keeps things simple out there. And this is what you need as a fast bowler. Look at that high arm action. And oh, very, very close. Keeper, I believe, he thought that Saifullah, he's knocked the stumps. But an excellent start already. Couple of runs in the form of extras. It's going to be another experienced campaigner, Ranjit Mani. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately, mind you. He's been here in the domestic circuit for a long, long time. Has been part of CSS for more than a decade, I believe. And is one of their top performers, top run getters. But at the moment, he'll have to face the heat by this man on your screen, charging in yet again. Yeah, that's much more like it. Just a gentle push, letting the ball come to him and getting 2 runs to open his account. You've seen, even in the previous games, most of the batters, when they come out to bat, especially the top 4 batters, I've seen that they're just in a hurry. They're trying to score quick runs, and in the process, what's been happening that they lose a lot of wickets early on in the power play, and what it does, it just puts that extra bit of pressure on your middle order batters to follow. Heaved away towards mid wicket, and that's going to be the first boundary of this morning, and it's come out of the blade of Ranjit Mani. It wasn't a bad delivery at all, but Ranjit Mani, mind you, he's very strong towards the deep mid wicket region, so anything marginally short, his eyes will lit up, and knowing that the fielder was quite wider, they've got a square leg in position, so huge gap here towards the deep mid wicket, towards the cow corner. Outside edge, where's the slip? This is something which I personally am not a big fan of. I see bowlers being smashed for a couple of boundaries, and all of a sudden the captain decides to go at the back foot and remove the slip. Why would you do that in an early morning game where there's so much juice in the wicket? There is a lot to offer for the fast bowlers, and you're already having a defensive approach. You can't do that, especially when you're playing a game where you need to win to stay alive in the contest. Watchfully played under his eye line. Abhiram Ritwik takes a single and also opens his account. Decent start here by CSS. It's 10 for no loss. It's going to be Goshi to be showing the new ball alongside Saif. Loud appeal. And the umpire seems to be unmoved. Shy the stumps. Eventful start to this second over. Goshi, mind you, he was the impact sub replacing Ghulam Murtaza in yesterday's game. But today he's been included in the playing 11 and has been given the new ball duties. So two left arm speedsters bowling in tandem. Mind you, he was very impressive in the last game. Goshi came in and kept things very simple, ensured he keeps a tight line. With the new ball, that is the demand. You really need to just ensure you keep your lines intact. Keep it somewhere around that fourth stump or the off stump channel, and from there, you can take the ball away from the right-handers. Once again, drifting down the leg side, it's going to be called as a leg bye. One thing you would not want as a Volcano Sports Academy fan, to allow these openers to cut loose early on, because more often than not we see that once Abhiram Ritwik and Ranjit Mane, they get settled, then it becomes a very tough task to get rid of them. So you need to have an attacking mindset. Oh, he's knocked the stumps. That is a rip snorter of a delivery. And it's a big, big wicket. Abhiram Ritwik has been castled. And it's Goshi who strikes early in his very first over. When he was appealing, he thought that he had a case for an LBW. But later on, seeing that the bails have been dislodged, and that was a brilliant delivery to dismiss Abhiram Ritwik. He goes for one. It's 12 for 1. Well, this is a great start for Goshi, picking up a pricey scalp. Outside edge. That's past the third man. Third man was in the circle. And lucky escape for the captain. Albin Alias opens his account with a streaky boundary. Goshi was quite precise with his line early on, but on that occasion just offering a lot of room, a lot of width. And Albin Alias, knowing that the third man was in the circle, he went hard, he slashed onto it. So they're up and running CSS, but they have lost a wicket. And as we speak now, they're making adjustment in the field. Third man goes back, long on comes in. That is going to be called as a wide. Needs to find the right line here, Goshi. Even yesterday's game, I believe he was quite impressive, Goshi. Bowled in the right areas. The problem was he didn't really have many runs to work with. Bowled a couple of overs, bowled 6 dot deliveries. Gave only 13 runs and also picked up an important wicket for his team. So he's quite a formidable left arm speedster. Doesn't really bowl with a lot of pace, but keeps things tight to wicket. He needs somebody like Goshi who can control the new ball and bowl with the right lines. Nicely bowled and equally well played by the captain. Good over for Volcano Sports Academy. It's 2 gone, 17 for 1. Serve to continue. Was slightly wavered in the first over. Oh, what a delivery! Got him! Saifullah Noor, you beauty. And that was a very, very good delivery onto the stumps. Hint of inward movement. Look at where he's standing, Ranjit Mani, on the off-stump guard. That's not what you want to do against Saifullah Noor. Oh, beautifully done. Excellent delivery. A left arm fast bowler's dream delivery. And Ranjit Mani has been castled. That's a big blow. CSS have lost their second. And the slow walk back to the dugout. It's 17 for 2. Zerman, the new batter, comes into batter number 4 position. The two left arm speedster are certainly asking a few questions to these batters. Already 2 down, and Saifullah steaming in. Lovely delivery. This is a perfect length, perfect line, and you always would have a genuine case of trapping the batter LBW or getting him clean bowl, and that is what he's done in the very first delivery of his second over. And straight away after he's got to the wicket, the captain just decided to have a slip in place. And that's quite understandable because Saifullah Noor, he does have the quality and the skill level to surprise the batter, taking one away from the right-hander. That's a sharp, sharp bumper, but I think it's going to be a wide. Or has he gotten away with it? Nope, he hasn't. Yeah, right call from the umpire. And also it's been given as one for the over. But I really don't mind this as a fast bowler. You come in and when you do have express pace like Saifullah Noor, you always have that added bit of advantage to bang the ball short. And on this surface, why not? Nicely clipped away for a single. They need to stitch up a partnership. 18 runs on the board, 19, beg your pardon. The runs is not a concern, but the problem is they've lost 2 wickets. So Albin Alias, the captain, he's got a big responsibility on his shoulders. He was switched on yesterday. I think he took some brave calls, getting Nipun Babu at the right time. And they were all over Karwan Cricket Club. flicked away, but there is protection. 7 is what he got in the last encounter. Albin Alias played 13 deliveries. Zerman missing out in the last game, but this is one man really. If he gets going, he will ensure he converts those small ones into big ones. Likes to play freely, and this is what I've seen even in the past. He comes into bat at number 3, number 4 position and expresses himself early on. Oh, beautifully done, and excellent take behind the stumps. It's turning out to be a fabulous over by Saiful Anur, and I think the captain will be wanting to give another over to Saiful Anur. And when you are in this kind of a rhythm, you would always want the momentum to be in your favor. And you would want to give your premier bowler Saiful Anur another go, because he's really making this new ball talk this morning. Driven, but straight to the fielder. It's a dot to close out. A successful over for Volcano Sports Academy. 20 for 2. Goshi to continue ball. The fabulous first over. Flicked away beautifully. It's going to be a long chase. They've come back for the second. They might just consider to come back for the third. Denied by Uzair Man. Well, this is good thinking here. The keeper has now come onto the stumps, not allowing the batters to use their feet, not allowing them to come down the track, restricting them to stay where they are and ask them to play from the crease. Having a deep mid-wicket alongside a deep third man in position. Nicely clipped away, another single. So the idea is right now, they know that they've lost 2 important wickets. So would want to ensure they steady the ship, ensure they pick up singles and doubles when on offer, and cash on and latch on to a delivery. If it's loose, if it's there to be hit, go for it. Otherwise, there's no real need this early morning when the ball is really doing something from the surface. We saw Saiful Anur bowling some absolute jaffas to the batters and getting that pricey wicket of Ranjit Mani. False start. Koshi will have to go back and reload. Well, not to forget, it's a Super Sunday. It's an action-packed day of cricket. We still have 3 more big games coming up. And then the last one, a mega event. It will be 7 districts taking on Karwan CC. Opening the face of the bat, just a gentle push. Uzair Mani is a batter who likes to take his time in the middle, and you could afford to do so because we're just into the 4th over. There's no need for the rush. We understand his natural gameplay is to look to go big. But the demand of the situation as of now is to ensure you don't lose for more wickets. asking the question, but way too high. This is what wickets can do to you. The moment you start losing wickets, runs are difficult to come by. Only 3 runs coming in this over. Zerman needs to ensure he doesn't lose focus and does not get carried away thinking, right, we haven't gotten a boundary since the last 8 to 10 deliveries. Nice little punch and quick single. Excellent response by the captain Albert Alias. It was Zerman who wanted the single because he was the one who had a better view onto the ball, and Albin trusting his partner and stealing a run there. So far so good, just the 4 runs coming in. Goshi has been very tight and very precise with his lengths. He's been working it out with his line, but I really love the lengths. He's just bowling in that box, that good length box. Oh, excellent club work. Nope, I thought he's collected it, but we have seen the keeper has taken some excellent catches even in the last game. That's something which teams need to be a little mindful of. We've seen a lot of extras in this tournament. Caruana, remember, they gave 29 extras in their first innings against CSS. Oh, that has beaten everyone. I was praising Goshi for being so precise with his lines, but not on that occasion. It was a wayward delivery, drifting onto the leg side, and has conceded 5 wides. That will help the cause. Yeah, that swung a mile, but the problem was he started off with that leg stump line, and that is not the best lines to pick. Rather, if he can try to focus and pitch the ball towards that 4th stump channel, that's where the ball will end towards middle and leg. Flicked away nicely once again. It's in the gap and getting 2 more runs. So what was supposed to be a good, decent over in the end has been spoiled. 32 for 2. Right, then we're going to see the first bowling change in this innings, and it is going to be the captain Shakib Ahmed charging in for the very first time. And what a way to welcome him to the attack. 2 full in the slot, and Zerman has played an extraordinary stroke towards the cover region for a huge maximum. Welcoming Shakib Ahmed, the captain. It was quite surprising that Saifullah Noor was removed from the attack. I would have definitely loved to see him bowl another one because he was literally making the ball talk. Picked up an important wicket of Ranjit Mani, and he's been held back. Surely he'll be brought back in the latter part, but this is where he really could have gone for the kill, because if you could dismiss Zerman at this stage, That would have been a big blow, but the captain, well, he had different plans, introducing himself into the attack. Well, this is very smart cricket, I would say, by Uzair Maan. He's such a sensible cricketer. He knew where the fielders are positioned, so that's where he saw the shot delivery. Look at how he's waited and then opening the face of his blade and just guiding it towards third man, knowing the third man was in the fielder, getting a boundary. So 6 followed by a boundary. It's already an expensive over. And Shakib Ahmed, the captain, has been put under pressure. So it's a decent little fight back now by Team CSS. Good little partnership being stitched between Uzair and Albin. This time it's going to be a wide. Just not getting the radar right at the moment is Shakib. And something you would not want to happen. You would not want to release the pressure because you picked up 2 important wickets. You got both the openers early on in the power play. This is where you would not want to loosen the grip of the game. It's going to be another wide. Clearly, Shakib is struggling out there. First, bowling a fuller delivery in the arc of Uzair, getting smashed for a huge maximum, and then the next delivery, touch too short, having the third man in the fielder, and then followed by a couple of wides. So it's already inexpensive and also lengthy over. This just could turn out to be a massive one for CSS. Gets a single, gets his captain Albin Alias on strike. This is going to be a good little contest. 2 captains will face off each other, captain to captain. Well, he was very confident, Albin Alias, during toss. So he wanted to bowl first as well. I remember he said that it's a good deck. It's an early morning start. It's the first game of Super Sunday, so he believed that there is something for the fast bowlers. But toss not going his way, unfortunately. Had to bat first. Beautifully played, getting the front foot forward onto the line of the ball and placing it for a single. Healthy net run rate at the moment, almost 10 runs per over, 190 I believe. Yeah, is that what they've scored in the first game against the mighty Karwan CC. Mind you, Karwan CC, they are one of the best bowling attacks, if not the best, one of the best bowling attacks here in the UAE domestic circuit. Beats the bat on that occasion. It's a dot delivery, a rare dot delivery. We've seen a few boundaries coming in. A lot of wides have been bowled. So Shakib, if you can bowl one good delivery, I think job will be well done in the end. This is up in the air. And it is Shakib who will have the last laugh. What have you done? Captain Albin Alias will have to perish. There was a fielder stationed right there in the deep point region. And an excellent take in the deep. This is not the best of cricket here by Uzair Maan. Yeah, it was Uzair Maan, beg your pardon. So you've already gotten runs on the board and you decide to hit another one. A brain fade by Uzair Maan. It's 46 for 3. we're going to see spin for the very first time in this innings, and straight away they've picked up a wicket. Well, all of a sudden now, Volcano Sports Academy, they are right back in this game, and they'll believe now they are having an upper hand. Zubair Khan picks up a wicket on his very first ball, and that is a brilliant take, makes no mistake. This is not looking good now for Team CSS as their captain departs. Yeah, looking at the heavens, thinking, what has he done? He'll have to go back after scoring 11. It's 46 for 4. Well, in comes the man who stole the show in the last game, Danis Sarhadi, the player of the match in the last game. 47 in just 18 deliveries with 3 boundaries and 3 huge sixes. Has got a big responsibility on his shoulders. Will face Zubair for the very first time. Nicely bowled, Zubair. Wily old fox. He has a lot of tricks and trades under his sleeve. Will enjoy to be bowling under these conditions where the wicket is a bit soft. So you do expect him to get some turn, get some grip. Oh, beautifully bowled. Give him a slip, will you, skipper? When you have gotten 4 wickets in the power play, you're still in the power play, you can always afford to have a slip in place when you know that the bowler will take the ball away from the right-hander. It's turning out to be a fabulous last over in the power play. They were cruising along, they were motoring along CSS when Uzair Man, Alvin Alias, they were out there in the centre. But since the departure of Uzair Man, and then followed by the captain, all of a sudden now they're at the back for CSS. Nicely played. They'll come back for easy couple of runs. Danis Sarhadi, I think this is one wicket they will look to get as quickly as they could, because we've seen what he's done in his opening game. And he is a player who likes to play those big shots, which is something which Volcano won't mind. Swept away nicely. This is going to be a long chase. Have to cover a lot of distance, and we'll get a couple of more runs. End of a successful over. We're done and dusted with the power play. 50 also comes up on the board. A mixed bag of events in the power play. 50, that's a good score in the power play, but the problem is they've lost 4 wickets, and that two of the top batters. Lovely delivery, and he's put that down. What just happened there? Shakib is not very pleased with the effort behind the stump that should have been taken. It was slightly expensive, mind you. The captain gave 14 runs in his first over, but that is going to be forgotten because he picked up one of the most important wickets in this innings, and that too for Zairman. Lovely delivery. As a beautiful ball by Shakib Ahmed. And this is where I believe the experience comes into play, mind you. Shakib Ahmed, he's played a lot of state cricket back in India. He's played Ranji as well. So he's got plenty of experience on his shoulders. Nicely bowled and equally well played by Danish Sarhadi. Just continuing from where he left off in the last innings. Mind you, he came to bat at number 7 position in the last game. So comes to bat quite late. Has been gotten a promotion today. He's come to bat at number 6 position. But I would really like to see him bat up the order, at least at number 4 position. He's been sent way too low. That's loud appeal. He's asking the question. Umpire seems to be unmoved. I think that pitched outside the leg stump, given as leg byes. He's corrected his length here, Shakib. We saw him, he bowled quite short to Zairman. He was taken for a few runs, but in this very over, Shakib is keeping things relatively tight in the center. Oh, glorious stroke by Danish Sarhadi. You could put this on repeat and watch it all day and night, because that was a super shot from a very special cricketer. Look at the control, look at the balance. Oh, beautiful. Hold the pose. One for the photographers. Lovely. Yeah, this is the class of Danish Sarhadi. Really looks so elegant when he looks to play along the carpet. A complete cricketer. He's got excellent temperament, doesn't get carried away, doesn't really care about the circumstances and the situation, just plays onto the merit of the ball. And that will go down as one of the best shots I've seen in this tournament so far. Tries to pull it. I hope he's okay. Yeah. Good to see. Yeah, excellent. Brilliant scenes out there. Shakib Ahmed showing great sportsman spirit, having a quick check on Danish Sarhadi. 57 for 4 after 7. Play resumes after Danis Sarhadi got much needed medical attention. He was struck pretty hard. It was a nasty delivery, banked in short by Shakib. But good to see he's still out there in the middle and continuing. Oh, this is not the best of shot selections by Vishnu Raj MP. Perfect length by Zubair and picks an important wicket. Half the side is back now into the hutch. This is not looking good for CSS, and at the moment it is Volcano Sports Academy. They're right on the top. It's Vishnu Raj who'll have to go back after scoring just the one run. 57 for 5. And that was the last wicket. Look at this perfect delivery, tossed up, really enticed Vishnu Raj MP to do something silly, and this is exactly what he's done. He's tried to play a big shot in the 8th over, plenty of overs to go, and they've lost another one. It's 57 for 5. It's turning out to be a brilliant spell already by Zubair Khan, picking up 2 wickets in a span of 7 deliveries that he's bowled. This is what this man brings. This is what he offers Zubair Khan, the left arm spinner. He's got an excellent arm delivery, can turn the ball. And if ever so there is any kind of assistance from the wicket, he'll use it to its full potential. And this is what he's doing exactly, picking up 2 very big wickets. So much now dependent on Danis Sarhadi, the man of the moment in the last game. And alongside, coming at number 7 is the veteran, one of the most experienced cricketers for CSS, Rajit Ganesh. I've seen him come out to open as well in the longer formats, but in the T20 format comes in at the lower order, and he has a big responsibility now. And all they need to do is ensure that they just keep on batting at least till the 15th, 16th over. Because if Danis Sarhadi, he stays there in the middle, then they've got a bright chance to score somewhere around 160, 170. But at the moment, what they need to do is ensure they keep their wickets intact and just weather the storm. Because this storm has literally just taken half their side. Flicked away. Another dot delivery. Excellent over by Zubair Khan, giving a couple of runs and picking up a wicket. 59 for 5. So more spin being introduced. Zubair was terrific in the last over, picking his second wicket, and in comes Manan, another fine talent. And I think they can really afford now to have another fielder in the circle. You're really having an upper hand in this game, so you would not want the batters to freely take these easy singles and doubles. Ensure you don't allow them to rotate strike, because this is what they will do at the moment. So you need to be one step ahead in the game. As a captain, you can just afford to have one more field in the circle and really ask the batter if you want to score runs. Why not? Go ahead. Try to clear the inner fielders. This is where you create opportunities and take those risks. Because if you allow them to take singles and doubles, what's going to happen? You're allowing the batter to settle. And mind you, these two batters are quite capable of converting these small runs into big ones. At the moment, there's not many fielders. Oh, beautifully ball. That is a top class delivery. How do you even play those? It's Rajat Ganesh, the latest victim. Look at that. Bite from the surface and leaving the batter and the thinnest, the faintest of edges. And the keeper makes no mistake behind the stumps. That's the 6th wicket now gone down. They are sinking further in trouble, our team CSS. This is not looking good. It's a 60 for 6. Well, it was a dream delivery by Manan, getting rid of Rajat Ganesh. That was a big, big wicket. So Sanchit Sharma, he's no muck with the bat. He's a very capable batter. Oh, beautifully bowled. Sanchit Sharma did not read the last delivery. That one pitched and came sharply in, narrowly missing the stumps. So Sanchit Sharma, another very talented all-rounder, of course, has represented the UAE national team as well. And I remember him getting 40 odd runs against Scotland as well. So he does have vast experience on his shoulders, a new ball specialist, and also a very handy batter. Never discards Sanchit Sharma with his batting abilities. They're asking the question, and rather an animated appeal. But what an over by Manan. Only one run is what he's given and picked up a wicket. It's 60 for 6. It's trouble times now for the batters out there. Two left arm spinners bowling in tandem, and surely they are getting a lot of assistance from the surface. There is turn. And the ball is really gripping and biting from the surface. So Danish Sarhadi, this is one man who really took them out from a tough situation. Even the last game came to bat so late down the order. And yet again, he's finding himself in a situation where he needs to steady the ship. And this is where I believe now you can be a little smart in your approach by enticing Danish Sarhadi by tossing one up and trying to make him play a big shot. So a quiet start yet again. Oh, a bit of a stutter. That's something which they would not want at this stage. A run out. Need to be slightly careful, have communication between each other. Nicely played once again. It's in the gap. And getting two important runs. This is what they need to do now, both the batters. They need to ensure they play out the 20 overs. That should be the objective. Not think, or rather overthink at this stage. Just play at the merit. Look to chip in with singles and doubles. Another quiet over. 10 gone, 64 for 6. What a brilliant last over we witnessed. And even Fanan, he bowled an excellent first over to start our proceedings. Nicely played. Sanchit Sharma playing it with soft hands. I think you would need somebody like Sanchit at this stage because, as I mentioned earlier, he has vast experience on his shoulders, and I have seen even in the past what he does with the ball. Everybody knows, but with the bat also, he has great skills and the ability to really score some runs for his team, and this is what they need from their experienced campaigner Sanchit Sharma. Nicely done. Very smart cricket at the moment. Shy the stumps, and no real damage done. So I don't really think Sanchit will look to play any shots which are going to put his wicket at risk. He would want to ensure that he gives the majority of the strike to Danis Sarhadi. Lovely stroke down the ground. Love the technique of Danis Sarhadi. Everything seems to be so correct when he looks to play with the straighter bat down the ground into that V. Very solid. So that's good. Love the approach. Couple of runs and then followed by two singles. Yeah, excellent. This is nicely done. Overthrows will get another one. So this is where now Volcano Sports Academy will have to be mindful that they don't allow Team CSS to make a comeback in this game. So much on stake, mind you, for Volcano Sports Academy, a local team here in Abu Dhabi. It is their home ground. They play so much cricket here. They know this wicket inside out. They know the conditions. Unlike CSS, who had to assess the surface and adapt to the conditions. And nicely done. Excellent bit of batting here by Sanchit. He's playing such a smart innings, knowing that the fielder is coming way behind the inner circle. He's just playing it with soft hands, and the running has been extremely good. Yeah, the fielder, he needs to come 3 to 4 steps ahead. They're giving them easy singles on each and every delivery. Beautifully ball. That's a good delivery to close out the 11th over. 71 for 6. Well, these two spinners are having a great outing. Zubair and Fanan keeping this very tight in the middle. But that last over, he bowled well, but what they did is they allowed the batters to rotate strike. Oh, mix up, mix up. This could be a big moment in the game. And this is not good cricket. But Danis Sarhadi is asking the question to the umpire. Let's have a close look. What just happened there? Well, no real troubles. I don't think so. There was any problems out there. The umpire on the outfield has raised his finger, but well, this is going to be close, and it's a tough one for the third umpire. But he's not even in the screen. Forget about that. But what the question is that has that right hand touched the stumps first? But I don't really think that that is out. I think it will be given as out. Yeah, so there was a lot of drama out there in the center, and what has happened is Zubair Khan, before hitting the ball onto the stumps, his right hand hit the stumps, and that's the reason Danis Sarhadi gets alive. But they need to be careful now, because this could have been a huge moment in the game. Beautifully punched for a single. Sanchez is playing a very sensible knock so far. He knows that on the other end, it's someone who is in great form. So he's not trying to be the hero of the moment. And also, he knows that there's plenty of overs to go. So what they're trying to do is trying to take the game as deep as they can. That's the right approach. But one thing is for quite certain that there's a lot to assist for the bowlers. We've seen it from day one. Punched nicely once again, dealing in singles at the moment. That is Sarhadi. He knows that he holds the key. So just ensuring that they keep on getting the singles and doubles and get the odd boundary. 73 is what they've gotten, so that's not a problem. Runs are healthy, but the problem is the wickets column. Oh, that is a super shot by Sanchit Sharma. This man can certainly bat, and he's showing what he's made of. Zubair Khan, you do not want to be giving room to Sanchit. This is what he will do to you. That is a sublime shot. What timing yet again by Sanchit Sharma. He's playing a very, very important innings and a very smart innings, I believe. So they've already gotten 6 runs in the over. This is what I really admire about Sanchit, that he is one of those batters who plays a very smart innings. You could see that that ball was in his arc, in his zone, and he went after it knowing that there was no one patrolling towards the deep cover. Beautifully bowled. Excellent delivery to close out the 12th over. It's 77 for 6. Beautifully bowled. It's a good start to the over. Manan is pulling his heart out here. Mind you, it's quite hot and humid this morning. And that will definitely test the skill levels and the fitness levels. Danish Sarhadi, mind you, he was struck really hard early on when Shakib Ahmed was bowling those sharp bumpers to him. But he's a brave man, stood tall and still out there in the centre. Nicely done. Oh, cleaner pickup would have been very close. But the calling has been brilliant. The running between the wicket. These two are lightning quick between the wickets. Danish Sarhadi playing a very important knock yet again. That's not the first time Danish Sarhadi is finding himself in a situation where his team needed him to get into the act. Nicely bowled and equally well played. A run a ball for Sanchit. And he's one of those batters, Sanchit, who can really shift gears when required to do so. But I don't really think he will look to play any aggressive strokes as of such, because he knows that there's plenty of overs to go. So both of these batters might just wait till 16th or the 17th over and then decide to cut loose in the last 3 to 4 overs. And they should target to get somewhere around 160. 165, that should be a decent score considering the bowling which Team CSS possess. They have some quality bowlers in their lineup. Excellent over yet again by Manan. 13 gone, 79 for 6. Well, it's a decent little partnership now being formed between Sanchit and Danish. That's going to be a wide and also one more added extra in a form of buy. So that's something which we've seen behind the stumps. We've seen a lot of runs being leaked. Just going to have a quick check as to how many extras have they given so far in this innings, because I've seen quite a few. They scored 81 in the span of 13 overs. And out of that 15 extra, that's a bit too much. It's Azali, another excellent all-rounder. We will see him in action later on this afternoon when he comes out to bat. Very fine talent, likes to play freely, believes in those boundaries and sixes, but at the moment he's been given the bowling duties and he's been asked to bowl when both the batters are now set. Lovely delivery, perfect ball, but that's something which now these two batters, they need to realize that they don't go in the shell now. They need to capitalize and cash on to the loose deliveries. If there is an opportunity to score runs, they should look to go for a big one. Not many recognized batters to come after this. So Nipun Babu, Farzeen, Mohammad Umar. Driven beautifully. Gets a single. It's been quite a long time. We have seen a boundary coming in. Sajid and Danish at the moment just looking to rotate strike, ensure that they take this innings as deep as they can. Try to play out all the 20 overs. That should be their main and the first objective that should be in their back of the mind. Playing with soft hands, beautifully ball. Izaz is reading the surface pretty well. And it's trying to vary his pace every time, and that's good to see. In a shorter format, you would always want to ensure you don't get predictable. Always make the batters guess what's next. Drifting down the leg side. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. Should be given as leg byes, and it has been given as leg byes. So after conceding a couple of extras in the very first delivery, I think Izaz has done well. So I believe in the next over, surely it's going to be Fazal Manan to be bowling out his quota, and then I think that Saifullah Noor might just be asked to come early into the attack to disengage this partnership. They're asking the question. Umpire seems to be unmoved. It's not been given as a Y, so it is surely ricocheted off his pads. Nonetheless, an excellent over comes to the end. It's 83 for 6. No surprises. It is going to be Manan to continue. He's bowled an excellent spell so far. Hardly given any runs. Very miser, very economical. And this is what he does. He doesn't go for any runs. Oh, grip and turn, and that extra bit of bounce as well. Nipun Babu of Team CSS will be licking his lips and would be wanting to bowl as quickly as he can on this surface because there's still a lot to offer. Short delivery nicely tucked away towards deep mid wicket. Call is for two. Brilliant running once again. It was Sanchit who wanted the second. And this is very smart wicket because the fielder is coming from the rope in the deep, and it is the longer part of the ground from the pavilion end. So knowing that there was a huge real estate towards the deep mid wicket, he intentionally played it with soft hands, getting 2 runs. This is where I keep on saying that experience counts. Experience comes into play, and Sanchit, of course, is one of the most experienced cricketers here in the UAE. Yeah, adds so much value. Look at that. Brilliant. Putting and applying pressure on these inner fielders. We all know how terrific a bowler he is, but now he's just showing what he's made of with the bat, and also he's an excellent fielder, mind you. A package, an asset to have in your team. As Sanchit Sharma, beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. Well, he's been a standout bowler, Manan. He's ensured that keeps on firing it onto the stumps, waiting his space, not been predictable at all. And job well done if you have kept Danis Sarhadi quiet. I won't be surprised if he decides to cut loose any time. Another quick single and a better throw was required. Manan is done this morning. Excellent spell. 14 in 4 and picked up a wicket. 5 overs left in this innings. It's 37 for 6. So no Saiful as of now. It is going to be Shakib who's reintroducing himself into the attack. Why not Izaz? He bowled so well in the last over. He gave only 3 runs and he's been removed from the attack. I think the only reason could be that maybe change of ends, could be asked to bowl the next over from the pavilion end, because Manan is done for the morning. Hardly gave any runs, kept very tight line and length, and didn't allow the batters to free their arms. So just the last 5 overs now. How many can they get? Good news that Danis is still out there. Gets a single. It's just going to be a matter of time when both these batters are going to have a word with each other. And surely there will be a message coming in from the coaching panel, from the think tank, as to when they decide to cut loose and try to play a bit more freely. We've already seen how beautifully Sanchez has rotated strike in this innings. But he's also very capable, and he has that skill of clearing the boundaries. Can certainly tonk the ball and give it a whack. Shakib, he's been slightly expensive, but has picked up an important wicket early on of Uzair Man, who was looking very dangerous. The only batter who's hit a 6 in this innings. Flicked away nicely. This is going to be a long chase, and I think the ball will have enough legs to reach the boundary. So this is an excellent partnership now being stitched between these two, which is now worth 29 runs. Shakib yet again drifting onto the leg side, and Danis Sarhadi cashing on to the opportunity, getting 4 more runs. So they're just allowing now Team CSS to make a comeback in this game. Projected score at the moment states 114, but I seriously doubt if they would be happy with that. Apesh, and gets a single. So just the 1 boundary conceded. If Shakib can bowl 1 good delivery to close out this over, I think job will be well done. What's going to be exciting to see as to who's going to be bowling the last, or beg your pardon, the next over. You've got 4 more overs to go, and what are the bowling options? Shakib, he has 1. Saifullah, surely he's going to bowl 2. So we need 1 more over. Tahir, he's been expensive, and I think it has to be Zaz Ali. Short delivery, pulled away and pulled away with a lot of authority. And that's gone all the way for a maximum. That is the Sanchit Sharma we know. The class and the aura this man possesses. Hammering it for a huge maximum to close out the over and also bringing the 100 for Team CSS. 16 gone, 100 for 6. What an exquisite hit we saw in the last over. This has been such a calculated knock. Playing a very fearless and a courageous knock. Both these batters. Danish Sarhadi found himself yet again in a situation where he had to take his team out from a deep hole. They were struggling. Mind you, they were 60 for 6 at one stage in 8.3 overs, and then these two had different plans. So it is going to be Saifullah Noor. He's not been held back. He's been asked to bowl pretty early in the 17th over. Nicely played. Surely they will consider to come back for the second and sent back by Sanchit. Yeah, I think there was never a 2 there. And it would have been Sanchit who would have been coming to the danger end. Yeah, it just looks like that Sanchit has decided to play a bit more freely, and why not? He's already gotten his eye in the middle. He's batted beautifully, showed a lot of calmness and composure in the middle. Oh, what a super shot yet again from the plate of Sanchit Sharma, a man on a mission. He's playing one hell of a knock. This man is too strong in this area. You cannot ball him there. Look at this, creating some room, moving across the stumps, knowing that there's nobody patrolling towards the deep square leg, hitting it to perfection and finding the gap. Excellent batting. What a terrific knock is Sanchit Sharma playing under pressure. Well, Sanchit, he just might listen and say, pressure? What pressure? Yeah, that is Sanchit for you. Yeah, trying to bowl the slower delivery, trying to take all the pace of the ball, but not just getting the radar right. This has turned out to be an excellent partnership between these two. Danish Sarhadi just holding one end. Sanchit coming in a situation they were in a lot of trouble. But what they did is they just had a plan in their mind, and the plan was to take this innings as deep as they can. So they did not play any rash shot. Even there were deliveries which were supposed to be hit, but they just ensured that they kept on chipping with singles and doubles, not getting carried away. We saw that the spinners, Manan and Zubair, they did try to entice these batters, try to play some big shots, but they were pretty sure in their head that there is no need to play any kind of big shots, because that was not the demand of the situation. The demand was to stay out there, be sensible, rotate, strike, pick up those singles and doubles, pick up those odd boundaries, and now I believe they find themselves in a better position. So 150 is something which they should be eyeing from this stage. Good delivery by Saifullah, bowled an excellent first spell, knocking the stumps of Ranjit Mani. That was a beautiful delivery. But I just have a feeling that Volcano Sports Academy, they allowed CSS to really come back in this game. We saw that the inner fielders, they were coming behind the circle. They were allowing them to take the singles. They were allowing them to rotate strike. There was no real pressure. The slips weren't there. There was nobody in the catching cover. This is where these things make a big difference. Swing and a miss. A taut delivery is gold here for Volcano Sports Academy. Well, they've got a packed leg side field, mind you. A deep fine leg, a deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Also a long on position alongside a deep cover. So fine is, I beg your pardon, fine is in the deep. Third is in the circle. And mid off in the circle. And the third man is also in the 30-yard circle. Short delivery. Pumped. One bounce into the fence. Sanjit Sharma is cruising along and he's playing such a valuable knock for his team, stamping his authority. And look at that. Don't ball short to this man. You ball him short and bang, he'll make you pay. No need to run for that. Save your legs. It's gone for a boundary. Excellent batting. 112 for 6. So we were having a discussion as to who is going to be bowling that 1 over because 3 overs to go. Ghosh is going to be bowling this one. Saif will bowl 1 and Shakib is going to be bowling 1. Quite surprising that Izaz Ali was held back. He gave only 3 runs in his first over and he was bowling beautifully. Surely he's going to ask the question to his captain after the game as to Skips. Why was I given only 1 over? I did so well. Yeah, at times you really need to show some faith in your bowlers. Goshi has been a bit expensive. And he's bowling at a stage where both the batters are well set. Oh, this is a gigantic hit yet again by Sanchit Sharma. This man, he's providing a lot of entertainment and impetus to this innings. This is sheer power. Look at that. Clearing the boundaries with utmost ease. And he is playing such an important knock for his team. Mind you, he came into bat where his team was struggling. There was immense pressure where the bowlers were all over the men in black. And then this is that man who had different plans, Sanchit Sharma. I kept on saying that he is a very good batter as well. Look at this. It's a proper cricketing stroke driven round the ground. This is going to be a long chase and the ball might have reached the fence, but extremely done well in the deep, races on to 40 in just 28. He started off his innings, mind you, with singles, wasn't playing any rash strokes, but now that he's got his eye in the middle, he's batting on a different planet altogether. Dispatched! Forget about this one. This is not coming back. 6 runs. Oh, Sanjay Sharma, what a brilliant innings you're playing. And now you've given runs for your team to come and bowl later on this innings. They're not done yet. Still 14 more deliveries to go. What a valuable innings this man has played. We keep on praising him with his bowling abilities, because that is what he's known for, but he has today shown what he's made of with the bat. He's done that in the past, and once again he's showing his class. Form is temporary, class is permanent. That statement goes for Sanjay Sharma. Good delivery. That's a good comeback by Goshi. Just one more hit away to get his half century. This has been tremendous striking. Sanjay Sharma is batting at a strike rate of 155. That's a very healthy strike rate with 3 maximums to his name. Yeah, wanted to send this to outer space as well. Moves on to 47. An expensive over comes to the end. It's 128 for 6. What a terrific knock. This man is playing 47 in just 31 deliveries. He's not done yet. And trying to play a big shot. But on that occasion, he's been deceived. Saifullah Noor is an experienced campaigner. This is going to be a good little contest. Saifullah Noor, who surely can generate a lot of pace, will look to surprise, I believe, by one shot delivery to Sanjay Sharma. When you have pace like Saifullah Noor, you could always afford to do so. Yeah. Talking about Sanjay, I think he's got an amazing eye for every detailed shot he plays. And the shot selection is a lesson in precision. Heaves it away towards mid wicket, inching closer to his half century. At times, when you score 100 or a 50 for your team, it becomes memorable, because what happens is that when you know that you take out your team from a difficult situation, that's where those knocks are being remembered forever. And this is exactly what he's done this morning. And now I think Danis Sarhadi also joining in the act. Good footwork in the deep. Certainly have saved a few runs for his team. Yeah, this is good thinking by Saifullah. He's trying to keep the ball away from the arc, away from the range of Danish Sarhadi, who really likes anything in the slot, but Saifullah Noor trying to keep it away from their arc. It's turning out to be a decent over, the penultimate over from Saifullah Noor. Bringing all his expertise into play. Beautifully bowled. That is a very good delivery. And you can see the agony on the face of Sanchit Sharma. Oh my word. Sanchit Sharma has gone long. He's gone high. He's gone for another biggie. And now he can celebrate because he's reached his 50 in style. 54 in just 35 deliveries. And this should go down as one of the best knocks we have witnessed in this tournament so far. What incredible striking by Sanchit Sharma. Came out to bat. Look at that. He's getting a lot of applause from the opponent, Zubair, walking to him, congratulating, because Zubair, he knows he's played a very, very handy and an important innings. 138 for 6 after 19. It's going to be the captain to be bowling the last over of this innings. 138 is what they've gotten. This is high up in the air. Is this a chance? Oh, fumbled on a couple of occasions, but in the end he's held on to it. And Danish Harhadi will have to go back after playing a very, very important innings. 31 important runs for his team. And look at that. Yeah, almost spilled it. 1, 2, and on the third attempt, hangs on to it. So Shakib strikes, and Danish has to go back. We're into the last over. Danish Sarhadi, the latest victim. I think the new batter who's just made his way in the center will need to ensure that he gives the strike straight away to Sanchez and not try to be the hero of the moment. I think that should be the message also from Sanchit. Yeah, he tries to take a single, and the umpire has raised his finger. So 2 in 2 for Shakib. He's on a hat trick. On the very first delivery, he's been adjudged LBW, and Shakib bowling a fuller delivery, and the umpire makes no error, gives that out. So Shakib getting 2 in 2. So 2 important deliveries where runs haven't come, and it will be a new batter walking in. Are we going to see the first hat trick of Abu Dhabi Capital Cup 2025? He has a great opportunity. He's bowling to the tail. In comes Shakib. And is that a hat trick? He's asking the question. He's played into the umpire. Umpire seems to be unmoved. It has not been given as a wide, so it seems like it has ricocheted off his trouser or his pads. But the umpire, once again, has been spot on. The umpiring standards has been super impressive here in Abu Dhabi. Yet again, getting it right. You know, at times you can really get carried away by these kind of appeals when you know that the bowler is on a hat trick. So you'll try to put that extra bit of pressure on you. But umpire, he said, I'm not going to have any of it. Good decision. Yeah, does the right thing. Gets a single. At least give the last two deliveries to Sanchit Sharma, who's really played such a vital role in this innings. And also, not to forget, we'll see him in the second innings, surely with the new ball. Yeah, what an asset to have in your team when you know your teammate can bat, he can bowl. He's an absolute live wire in the field as well, and also great personality off the field. Always it's always great to have a conversation with someone like Sanchit Sharma. This is high, this is long. How far has this gone? Oh, brilliant work in the deep. For a moment I thought that he's cleared the fielder in the deep, but this is worth a look once again. He got a lot of elevation, not so much the distance, but a quick look at the ropes and then keeping his eyes on the ball. Oh, I think he's done extremely well. That is excellent effort. So last delivery coming in. Oh, it's going to be a wide, and Nipun Babu wanted to signal Sanchit Sharma, asking him to stay where you are, mate. You're forgetting I'm on 56 in 36 deliveries, and I've struck 4 sixes. Yeah, something with these tailenders. They're always eager to come on strike, whilst they forget a genuine all-rounder is batting at the other end. So one last delivery. Can Sanchit strike big on this delivery? Hits it towards cover, not getting the timing, neither the connection, but this has been such a valuable knock by Sanchit Sharma. 57 unbeaten in just 37 deliveries, with 4 huge maximums to his name and 3 boundaries. He's getting a lot of applause from his opponents. I can see that they're going to him and congratulating him for this knock that they have witnessed, because he came out to bat at a situation where there was immense pressure. They were struggling at 60 for 6 until Sanchit Sharma said, I'm going to be the one who's going to take my team out of this difficult situation. And this is exactly what he's done.